amoroso, notte giorno d'intorno girano, delle belle turbante.
Alright, tubers, good afternoon. Matt M. Roy back once again. Back to you with the first of a series of cooking videos Mom and I will be doing with the new Instapot. This is going to be cooking a chicken in the Instapot and also making chicken and rice. So I want to go ahead and start by showing you some of the things that come with your new Instapot. First is this little trivet, and that actually goes down into here, and then this will go into the Instapot itself. Now you also get two of these little scoops here. You got one right there, and then you got this one. This one doesn't have quite as much of a groove in it. And you also get a measuring cup, because you do need to put water in this, because this is just basically a glorified pressure cooker, but it does a great job in cooking pretty much anything and makes very quick and easy meals. So that is pretty much what came with the Instapot. If I show you over here, Mom has already started cutting up some of the things we need for making the chicken and rice. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this, pick it up again when we're ready to start cooking. Talk to you guys in a couple of minutes. Alright, tubers, so this is the specific Instapot that we have. This is one that came from Walmart, and it is the Instant Pot brand. There are a lot of off-brands that make like rip-offs of this, if you will, but this is the original Instapot. Now looking at the front here, you can see a few different options. This one has different settings for soup broths, meat stews, you can do cakes, you can even make eggs, you can saute, you got a rice setting, multi-grain, I'm not exactly sure what that is, porridge, so making oatmeal, things like that, steam, and this even has a slow cook option, so this can actually replace your slow cooker or crock pot as well. Now for this, we're going to be using the meat stew setting. So I'm still waiting on Mom. She's getting ready, and hopefully in just a couple of minutes, we'll be able to show you how to make the most delicious chicken and rice ever made in an Instapot. Talk to you guys shortly. Alright, tubers, one quick safety note. Whenever cooking with your Instapot, you need to make sure it's in the middle on the sealed part. Putting it to the side, this little handle, is the venting of it, and that's only to be used during the cooking process if you are making anything as a slow cooker. So once again, if using this for its intended purpose as a pressure cooker, you need to have this in the sealed position. Alright, tubers, so Mom and I are ready to get started here. We got the Instapot there plugged in, and this is going to be its initial run. And as you can see right here, we have the chicken. You want to hold that up and show everybody?
It's a roasting chicken, a little over 5 pounds.
And that's about as big as you can put in a 6-quart Instapot. If you have an 8-quart Instapot, you can do a 6.5-pound chicken. So right now, what we need to do is go ahead and I'm going to have Mom put the trivet inside of the Instapot. That's what that thing is. That goes on the bottom. And next, she's going to add 1 cup of water.
Just water.
Just regular water. That's what this recipe calls for. And the next thing is we got to go ahead and season the chicken. I'm going to move up closely in just a moment and show you guys what we're going to use here. So be back in just a moment.
I'm going to use a spike. It's all natural, and it's got very many spices in it, and it's something we get at the health food store, correct?
That's right. It's a blend of 42 different spices, vegetables, herbs, and everything. So go to it, Mom.
I'm going to give it a try.
And you want to use it a liberal amount because it will get soaked in.
I think that's good.
Soak that chicken.
Yeah, I think that looks good.
Looking very good right now. Do you want to add a little bit of oil or something to it?
I don't think so. The recipe didn't say, so I think the water's fine.
All right. Okay, I'll give us a moment. We're going to go ahead and stick this in the Instapot and show you what it actually looks like.
Okay, chicken's going in the pot. Ooh, and I think it's just about going to fit, too. Wow. That's a tight fit, but it fits.
It just barely fits in there. Okay,
Yes.
so we want to be safety conscious. So go ahead and lift the lid up.
Excuse me, I got stuff all over my hands. I just got to get a...
And we want to be sanitary as well.
Yes. All right, so this is, like I said, the first time my sister was nice enough to get me this for my birthday. So, and I'm not real good at doing things like this, but we will try. All right, let's get it on.
Yeah, it's not quite on.
No, I'm going to let Matt help. He's much more...
You want to make sure that you have it aligned properly because all of the grooves have to be in.
Right.
I don't know what the proper term is for it. You can tell we're novices at this, so we're going to have to figure this one out.
Oh, yeah, it probably goes that way. Yeah, you can see it goes somewhere this way. Maybe it has a picture.
Yeah, right.
We need a picture. Told you we're new at this.
There we go. Okay, so
Oh.
you want to make sure it's nice and tight.
Yep, excellent.
And then this needs to be in the middle. This is your vent here.
Okay.
So we are all ready.
And what does it say there? It says...
Sealing or venting.
Sealing.
In that position, it's in the sealing position.
Correct.
If you turn it this way, it becomes the venting, and same for the other direction. So for cooking this, you need to have it in the sealing position. If you were doing it using it as a slow cooker, that's the only time you want it in the venting position.
Correct. And then we've got to select the pressure cooking program. Soup, broth, meat, stew, cake, egg, rice, multigrain, porridge, steam, or manual. Of course, we want to do meat and stew.
Okay, so I'll let Mom do that
this
from
is-
the other
this
side
is
so
new
people
to
can see
me.
what you're doing. From the other side so people can see what
I
you're
will,
doing.
but I got to find out where the meat and the stew is. Porridge, rice, soups. Aha! I found it. It's right there.
There you go. So
Meat
you're going
and
to push
stew.
that.
Gonna push it.
And it defaults to 20 minutes, which is what this particular recipe calls for. And right here, you can go for a low, normal, or more. And we're going to keep it on normal because
Correct.
this is going to be our first time.
Well, I think the other one was not the normal. What was the one? Less makes it a little more tough. And the other one was more, which will make it more like when you want to do, when you want to have shredded meat. Did it do that?
Yep. All right, tubers. So it looks like we're in the right mode here.
Yes.
Got the lid on. It says on. So we need to wait. It's going through its preheating cycle right now. And once it gets bubbling and making some noises, we'll go ahead and pick this up again.
Okay.
All right, tubers, it's been maybe 2 or 3 minutes since we started this, and as you can see, hopefully the camera will pick it up, you can see that there's steam starting to come out of the vent right there. Not sure if you guys can see that or not. It still says on. I'm very surprised that it doesn't have a counter, like a countdown from 20 minutes, but again, this is the first time we're doing this with the Instapot, so this is kind of a learning process for us all around. Have you read anything else interesting that might help us?
I'm trying to read about when it turns off itself. Do you have to do anything? See, I'm used to pressure cookers, where you have to let the, I don't usually let the pressure, come out because the stuff gets too mushy if you just leave it and let the pressure go down. So I usually put a little cold water on it to get the pressure down really quick so the stuff doesn't overcook. This is a little different, so it's new to me.
Yeah, I don't think you have to do that. Literally, once it's done, I believe all you have to do is release the vent.
That's what
And
I'm
that'll
trying to
vent
find
the
out. I
steam
want to
out.
be careful because, I don't know if this is like a pressure cooker, so that's what I'm trying to figure out.
We'll figure that out, and we'll get back to you guys shortly.
Okay.
All right, Tuber. So Mom and I finally figured this out. We went and read the manual again, and it is a little cryptic, but we were able to figure out that what will happen is, as it cooks, there's a little valve in here that will come up, and what will happen is, once it's done cooking, the valve will gradually go down, and when the valve goes down, then you can release the rest of the pressure and then open the pot again. So that's what was the missing piece to this puzzle was. And again, if we're not doing it exactly the right way, I'm sure you guys will let us know. Again, this is our very first time using the Instapot. And if you look really close, you can kind of see the valve is just starting to bubble. So it should be coming up any minute now. And we'll be back in just a few minutes, hopefully when this starts doing something a little bit more interesting.
Yeah, but it's similar to my pressure cooker, because my pressure cooker does the same thing. when there's a little like a valve, and it does the same thing. When it goes up or down, that means actually no, it's up, and when it goes down, the steam goes out. That means that it's safe to open.
That's kind of
so
what
it
I
is
thought.
similar. It is similar.
It's very similar
Yeah.
to a pressure cooker.
Right.
But all right, hopefully we don't screw this up and have to go to BJ's and buy one of their pre-cooked chickens.
I hope not either.
Because that's going to be what we're going to have to do if we didn't do this right.
That's correct.
All right, tubers. Talk to you guys in a couple of minutes. All right, tubers. Been another minute or two, and you can see that we're having a lot of action right now. If you look really close, see if I can zoom in here. You can see that valve is starting to move ever so slightly. Pressure is definitely building up right now. I love the way you can see the you can see the condensation on the plastic part of this lid. Now I'm not going to stand too close because again we've never done this before, and I know what pressure cookers can do if not properly used. So let's go ahead and give it a few more minutes. Hopefully again we don't ruin this chicken because this is our first time doing this. And there it is. Valve popped up.
But it's not ready yet.
No, okay, so at this point the valve has popped up, so I'm pretty sure we're doing this right.
I think the pressure's up now.
Correct, the pressure's up now, and then what's going to happen is once it stops cooking, we have to wait for that valve to go back down, and then it'll be safe to release the pressure from this area here, basically the pressure, what do they call that? The pressure release valve, and then we should be able to go ahead and remove the lid. So we'll get back to you when there's something else to show. Talk to you guys in a bit. All right, tubers, a few more minutes went by, and all of a sudden the number 20 came up on here, which I'm thinking means that it should be just about done. Now, at this point, it should go ahead and shut itself off here any moment. And again, once that valve goes back down, then we should be able to release it and show you guys what the chicken looks like.
You know what I think it is, though? Remember, it has to preheat.
Yes.
I think it means it's the 20 minutes is starting now.
You think?
Yes. I think that was the preheat, and now the 20 minutes is the
Oh,
beginning.
you're right. I was
Now it's
wrong.
going
Take
down.
a look at this.
Yeah.
Take a look at this. Mom was
Just
right.
dawned on me.
Take a look. So
Yep.
basically now it's counting down. Okay, see, I didn't understand that at first.
Like preheating the oven almost.
Okay, that's it. So basically it had to get up to temperature. So now it's 19 minutes and counting. And when it gets down to 0, we should have a fully cooked chicken. The more you know, right?
Yep.
Talk to you guys in a bit. All right, tubers, we're at the 15-minute mark. Nothing's blowing up. Nothing's exploded. So I think we're good at this point. Everything's sealed up now. You're really not going to hear or see anything for the rest of the cooking process. So we'll go ahead and pick this up again when we're ready to pull the chicken out. Hopefully we'll have some good eating tonight. Talk to you guys shortly. All right, tubers, so the 20 minutes is up. Right now it's showing L000, which basically means that it's done. Now, we could keep it in here. I think it said up to 10 hours if we wanted just to keep it warm, because right now you can see it's on the keep warm setting. What we have to do is we have to wait for that valve to drop down. Once that valve drops down, you can see it right in there, then it'll be safe to go ahead and remove the lid. So, gonna see how long that takes, and I'll talk to you guys once the valve is dropped. All right, tubers, so something very interesting I was just reading. It says in the book, allow the cooker to cool down by itself until the float valve drops down. This may take 10 to 40 minutes or even more depending on the amount of food in the cooker. You can place a wet towel on the metal part of the lid to speed up cooling. Do not cover the steam release valve. So what's happening now is it's actually counting the amount of minutes that it's been since the cooker stopped the cooking process. Right now we're at 5 minutes. So it could take upwards of 40 minutes for this to basically cool down enough to where the valve will go back down. So I'm going to keep you guys updated. Hopefully it doesn't overcook the chicken, but once again, this is a learning process, so keep you posted once again when the valve drops. Okay. All right, tubers, so the valve just dropped, and I can officially say if it looks, yep, it looks like the valve has totally dropped.
It's hard to tell.
I think it has. So we're going to give this a try. This is at the 8-minute mark, so we're a little nervous. We're going to go ahead and release that. Go real slow. Okay. All right, so the pressure has been released. I think we're going to give it maybe a couple of more minutes just in case before we go ahead and take the lid off again, because I'm kind of nervous about it.
Yeah, I'm not
But
sure either.
and it'll also at this point give the chicken time to maybe cook a little bit more. So once again, we should have most of the steam released.
I can't read that. What that
Venting and venting, so it should be able to vent either way.
says. Okay.
But from what I can tell, once this is loosened, I don't think there's really any much steam left. So it's up to you. Do you want to give it a try yet, or do you want to wait a few minutes?
No, I don't know if that went down or not yet. You know a good way to tell?
Okay,
It's
let's
a
see.
cheating way. It's kind of like what you do in a pressure cooker.
So what do you do?
Oh yeah, that's done.
It's definitely
Yeah, if I
done.
push that, usually steam will come out.
All right, I'm going to stand back. Be careful.
Okay. Which
This
way
is a
does it
little
go?
nerve-wracking. Close and open, so this way,
All right.
counterclockwise.
All right. Then you move away.
I'm standing back. Now, you got to do the lid. You're turning the actual pot.
Oh.
You got to put your hand in like this and turn.
Okay. See what I know? This way?
Yeah, the other way, counterclockwise.
It's done.
All right, woo! Let's see what it looks like.
No steam came out. Didn't blow the house up.
Yeah, didn't blow us up. So let's see
Let me
what the
if I
chicken
can-
looks
let me see if I
like.
can-
Ooh,
Well, let's try
look
that.
at that.
Yeah, let's try the temperature. Let's give it
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Thumbnail.
temperature test.
It definitely looks cooked, but what we have to do now is we need to go ahead and put the thermometer in. We have a digital thermometer we're using and see if it's done. If it's not done, then we may have to go ahead and put it in again for another round.
Or I'll put it in the microwave. I mean, the
So go ahead and push. So to turn this on, basically what we do is we push this and go ahead and stick her in, except we don't want it to be on Celsius because we're in the U.S. here. And a chicken needs to be at what temperature? 160?
160 or one. I have the information. I think it's 160.
Boy, I think we're there. Take a look at
Yeah, I
this.
know.
Oh boy, yeah,
Okay.
we're 188,
That's okay.
190.
That's okay. Oh, maybe it is one. Here, I got the directions. I never remember.
We always keep this little cheat sheet with us just in case, but I would definitely say that this is a fully cooked chicken.
Here it is.
And we'll know for sure once Mom cooks it. So what does that say?
Turkey,
Poultry.
chicken, 165.
165.
Oh, we
So
cooked it.
we definitely cooked it. All right, we're gonna go
No
ahead.
botulism.
That's it. No botulism here. Mom's going to go and pull the chicken out, and then we're going to show you the rest of this recipe.
Hold on, I'll show you.
Oh, Mom's ready. You ready?
Yeah, I got my.
We're going to go ahead and pull it out.
Hopefully, it doesn't all totally fall apart.
The handy dandy chicken pullers.
Yep. Oh, it's heavy.
And look at all that
wow,
nice
that'll make-
juice
We should
down
save
there.
that for stock.
Oh, definitely.
Yep.
All right, so go ahead and cut into that little thing and see if it is indeed done.
Well, it certainly
It should be done. Let's see what it
Oh,
shows.
that's done. That is done.
Oh yeah. Oh
That's
my gosh.
definitely done.
Look how nice, juicy
that
and
great?
moist. Look at all the juices coming out of that.
Juice in there. too.
That's what's so great about pressure cookers. It sears all the juice in.
And it gives a better flavor. Everything that my sister gave it to me, she's had one for a while. She says everything tastes better because it's steaming, so the flavor is just staying in. It's not coming out like when you cook it on the stove and the flavor just goes out in the air. The steam.
That's
It
right.
keeps the flavor in, so she says it's much more flavorful.
That's right. Okay, so we're good
success.
so far. Success. Be back in a few minutes to show you guys how we put the rest of the dish together.
Yes. All right. Let's see what I've got here.
All right, everybody. So we're getting ready to put the rest of this dish together. We have the chicken from the Instapot over there all done. We just have to pull all the chicken off there. But what we're doing now, we're just sauteing some mushrooms, some onions and peppers there. Not a big thing. You just do that with some oil.
Yeah, a little butter. I did it.
And then Mom's going to go ahead and cook the yellow rice. Show them what you like to use.
I like saffron rice with saffron. This is called Mahatma.
Yep.
And I know we were in New York upstate with my sister. We couldn't find it, but down here you can find it. It's called Mahatma Yellow Rice.
It's basically
Long grain.
saffron flavored rice.
Some saffron.
So we're going to go ahead and get all that prepared, cook the rice, finish sauteing this, put it all together, and we'll show you what the finished product looks like. Talk to you guys shortly. All right, tubers, so we're almost ready. I'm going to pull the lid off. You can see the rice is simmering. I can't tell you how good this smells when it cooks, the saffron rice. It's intoxicating. Tastes even better, I'll be honest with you, but it is absolutely delicious. And I'm going to go ahead and cover that up. And we also have the sauteed onions and peppers, not mushrooms like I said before. Mom's over there making a caprese or a tomato mozzarella salad to go with everything. And then the last part,
then the zucchini.
Oh yeah, she's so proud of this, and I love these too. She hollows out and stuffs the zucchini with
breadcrumbs and Parmesan cheese, egg.
Breadcrumbs, Parmesan cheese, and egg, and onions, and then puts it all back in, put some butter, and we go ahead and cook this in the oven. How long do you cook it in the oven for?
Until the banana boats, the zucchini boats are tender. And you have to fill it about a quarter of the way with water. It actually cooks in a water bath.
Okay, cool. And then the chicken, we still haven't gotten a chance to go ahead and pull that yet, but you want to make sure that the chicken is cold because you don't want to be burning your hands. And honestly, it actually pulls apart easier when it is cold. See, it's cold now. You can just go ahead and pull the skin off. You can get right at the chicken. So we'll go ahead and do that, and I'll give you guys the final product in just a couple of moments. All right, tubers, so this is going to be the easiest part of all, right?
Yes. First I'm gonna put the peppers and the onions in here that I sauteed. This is really an easy dish.
So I see every bit out.
Yeah.
Depression era mentality from your mother.
That was my mom. You had to get every bit out.
We're not that crazy though.
My hands are clean.
And can I put the chicken in?
Well, let me get this incorporated and then we'll do the chicken.
We'll go ahead and mix it in as good as we can. Oh, it smells so good. I can't wait till dinner.
This is one of Matt's favorite meals.
It is without a doubt my favorite meal.
Is it? Wow.
Yes. I just love it. And now we're going to add the chicken, our Instapot chicken.
What chicken?
And stir it all in there.
Kind of hard.
I know it is. You get big muscles when you're cooking with this. It's a good workout.
Okay, make almost.
One more time?
Yeah, maybe one more time. Yeah, I think we got it.
And that is it, tubers. That is our Instapot chicken and rice, or arroz con pollo in Spanish. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please continue to like and subscribe. Make sure you stay tuned for more Instapot cooking videos coming. This is going to be a new series on the channel. And as always, have a blessed day, everybody.
Delle belle turbando al riposo, Narcisetto d'amor. Delle belle turbando al riposo, Narcisetto d'amor.